Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is the Cursed Expeditions walkthrough. So, the Cursed Expedition just came out, and it is a really interesting expedition. I just ran through it on stream. We finished it, so it's easily done. But remember, we have 2 weeks to do it. So, we're talking first week of November. This will end. It's a very fast expedition. However, there are some things that make it a little difficult to do, so I'm going to make a guide. Hopefully, this will help you out with some of the harder aspects of the Cursed Expedition. So, as always, with a new save or with a new expedition, I will create a new save. However, if you want to go through and play the expedition on a main save, like I have my main save right here for 147 hours, go to the Space Anomaly. You can just go to the expedition terminal and start it. I will say, if you're going to do it that way, you will definitely want to bring in Mordite, chromatic metal, and a weapon that you're very comfortable with, because this expedition is very combat oriented, very combat heavy. You're going to be killing a lot of things, shooting a lot of things, so you want to have some really good weapons before you jump in. But I'm going to start from a fresh save and show you that it can be done pretty quickly, even with no bonuses, no extras, none of that stuff. But again, if you want a head start, I would highly recommend bring a lot of Mordite, as much as you possibly can, and chromatic metal, as much as you possibly can. If you want to throw in some like gold and silver, all that's great too. But the big things you're going to need are chromatic metal, Mordite, a really good weapon to get you started. So let's initialize the expedition. So this expedition is different than most because they don't allow you to use a hyperdrive. So in a lot of other expeditions, in most other expeditions, you would use a hyperdrive to go to different locations. Like they say, oh, you need to kill this many sentinels. You can just go to a sentinel, location and kill them. Or, hey, you need to collect a whole bunch of this material or that material, or you need to go here and do that. This expedition is very I don't want to say linear, but it's very phase oriented. So because you can't leave the systems because you don't have a hyperdrive, they give you a lot of that stuff for that phase right when you get there. So like right now we're in phase 1. Everything you need is going to be here in this starter system because you can't leave. So they can't let you go anywhere. They have to give it all of the items you need for this phase right now. So before you do anything, let's jump into the menu here. So if you go to your pause menu, if you've never played Expeditions or No Man's Sky before, if you go to your pause menu, you'll have all the stuff here. But specifically for Expeditions, we have an expedition tab. And you'll notice first phase right here, we need to seek shelter. We need to create the elixir, so we'll get that recipe because of doing this. The reward for this is the elixir of glass. We need to make it right there. Once we make it, we will get our advanced mining laser and teleport receiver. We can leave the planet after we fix our ship. Exercise the boundary horrors. So these are squids that are flying around. We'll kind of get into those in a second. Prepare the elixir of blood. So we have all these new things. This is very cool and kind of creepy. It's more of a Halloween themed expedition, which I really like. And then breach the portal network. So the only way to go from system to system is through the portals. We're going to have to activate portals to get out of here. So let's kind of go around here, and you'll notice immediately, look at these. These are new animals, new enemies in the game. And so, you'll notice they're not doing anything right now. They're kind of just floating here, waiting. That is because we have an anomaly protection. Ooh, we see you. That's pretty creepy, right? So we have a voice speaking to us now. But these squids will not hurt you as long as your protection is high. So if you go into your inventory, you'll notice we don't have a hazard protection. We have the anomaly suppressor. So this is protecting you from those squids flying around. Once you get to about half, if you get down to 50% protection, suppression, they will start attacking you. So you don't want to get this too low. But we can't do anything about that right now. We're just going to leave it for now. But let's move some of our inventory around a little bit. That way we have a little bit of a bonus for all of our stuff. And if you don't know how to do that, if you're on Xbox, you press X. If you're on PlayStation, you press square, and it'll bring up your inventory item, and you can put it down wherever you like. You will see us soon. Okay. So we need to fix our ship. We know that. So let's collect some resources before we get to our ship, just like any other expedition. However, you are on a little bit of a time crunch because, again, remember, they will start attacking you when your hazard protection, your anomaly protection, gets below half. So keep that in mind. If you spend too long walking around, those squids, they will start attacking you. And they are always here. They're always present. They never go away. And the better part is, traditionally in No Man's Sky, you are protected in buildings. They don't care about buildings. Look at, they are teleporting all over the place. They will get you inside of buildings. Buildings will not protect you. So don't think that you can just run into a building and hide. That does not work with these guys. It'll work for any other enemies, sentinels, animals that attack you, but not for these guys. Let's grab all this. We see you. Oh, God. Yep. Creepy. And look at that. We have a big old Helios, the jellyfish up in the sky. Let's get going. And remember, we're going to need a whole bunch of materials for all, for fixing your ship. So as you're going along, collect as much as you can. Collect ferrite dust, a ton of it. Collect carbon, a ton of it. We're going to need to be fixing and producing. Like, we need to make different elixirs and different potions coming up in the game. So collect all you can within a reasonable amount of time, of course. Get going here. So our ship is over here. I'm going to grab a whole bunch of oxygen and stuff. Now, the other thing you'll notice is that the day and night cycle goes a lot faster in this expedition. And that is affected, you will see us soon, that is affected by your protection, your anomaly protection. So basically, you can think of your anomaly protection, your hazard protection for this, as your sanity meter. As it goes lower, you go a little bit more crazy, and so time will speed up. These crazy, squids that are kind of floating around you, they will start attacking you. It's almost like a sanity meter, and that is awesome. I really, really like it. I dig it. I dig it a lot. Let's do this. Let's do that. Now, a tip I would say from the beginning of the game, if you want to get ahead of the curve, one thing you can do, and it will really give you a big head start, is there is a milestone. I believe it's in phase 2. Yes, it is. For tunneling underground, 1,600 units to the third, right? That is area. That is not a long tunnel. So it says tunnel. It doesn't mean doing this. Like, if you see, I'm tunneling, right? It's not doing anything. But once you're down here, you start digging around, you'll see I got 5, 6, 7. You don't need to make a tunnel. You will see us soon. What I would recommend is, it is the area. So you want to basically uncover a big area at the same time. So while you're in your terrain manipulator, press B if you're on Xbox. This would be O if you're on PlayStation. And switch over to the flatten once you're down here. Because we're going to try to open up a big cave area. There you are. So look at that. Look at how fast that's going up. 700, 800. You just want to make a big cave underground, basically. 1,000, 1,200. We're at 13, 14. Look at that. And all we're doing is making a gigantic cave under here. 16, done. So, doing that is very easy from the get-go, and The reward is amazing. So if you go back into your pause menu, go to the Expedition tab. When you've completed a milestone, you have to click on it to get the rewards. And we are getting a prepackaged personal refiner, which is a backpack refiner, glowing minerals, and salvage data. This is really, really beneficial for you. So grab all of that. And now we have a backpack refiner. Just slap that baby in there. And now we can refine anything we want. So we're going to need to fuel it up. So let's fuel this up. Done and done. We have oxygen. So I'm going to organize my inventory because, you know, I'm a crazy person like that. I got to have a nice cleaned up inventory. So we have a storm crystal. Nice. Let's do a glowing mineral. Ooh, nice. We're getting some tritium and some gold. We're going to need that later on. And the aronium. So this you can melt this down in your refiner to make certain stuff. So let's see. We're going to get, I think it's the gold or silver. We're going to get silver out of that. So we need silver for later on. So definitely don't get rid of silver. And in general, whenever you claim a reward from the expedition, like any of these milestones, you don't want to get rid of it because some of the stuff you're going to need for later on. Like they gave us our backpack refiner. We're going to need that later on. You know, some of the stuff is like, hey, prepackaged advanced mining laser. You're going to need that. So don't get rid of these rewards when you've earned them. You will see us soon. Where did my tunnel go? Oh, God. Where did I come in at? Over here? Yep, there it is. You don't have to go out through the same hole. You can leave, you know, anywhere you want. But notice, look at that. Time is moving faster because I'm almost at like half of my protection. So as your protection gets lower and lower, that's basically your sanity meter, it will get lower and lower. And so time will go by faster. It'll be all of a sudden day and night really quickly. And again, the squids will start attacking you at about halfway. Let's grab this cadmium. We're probably going to need this for later on. So just like I said in the beginning of the expedition, chromatic metal is going to be very important. You're going to need a ton of it. So grab as much like cadmium or copper or whatever you can to make as much of the chromatic metal as you possibly can. Does it hear us? This creepy voice happening. Pop all this, get our carbon. Let's refill that. Thank you. So you do start off with, if you go to your multi-tool, you will start off with a weapon that is a little bit upgraded. So again, I would always recommend bunching this together because if you put stuff in a big square, it'll work better for your upgrades versus having it all randomized. So if you want to, you can shoot these guys at any time. They will not attack you until your protection is low enough. So if you want to, just kill them right now. And you need to because we're getting shattered qualia. We're going to need that later on. So take advantage of this. They can't attack you yet. So do that. But remember, once you get down to about halfway, we see you. Oh, God. Once you get to halfway, they'll start attacking you back. Let's go grab this. Hopefully we have some an upgrade in here. Come on, upgrade. Nanites, dang it. Most of the time you're going to get nanites from that. That's fine. I was hoping for an upgrade, though. All right, let's keep going. Oh, we have a Gak relic. Let's take this guy out. We have some ferrite dust and some dihydrogen. Again, we're going to need a lot of stuff to fix our ship before we can get out of here, so get that going. Oh, the worm's here. Okay, good. I was freaking out a little bit. Let's keep going. And there's our ship. Forget the ship. Come inside. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, forget the ship. Come inside. There's a building right here. A voice calls from a nearby building. Proceed towards its call. So I'm hearing voices now. Great. Find us inside the... And it stops. So let's read this. Now, I do have a voice changer. Let me know down in the comments. Would you like me to do a voice change, or do you want me to just read this all straight up? So I'll do a voice change for this one. I approached the terminal on autopilot, almost as if my exosuit remembers being here before. The whole building feels like a place out of time, a fragment of another world. There are marks in the dust that lays thickly on the terminal, the trace of an imprint on its glassy surface. As I lean in to examine it, a voice hisses from within. Oh, dang it, wrong button. Sorry.
Oh my god. Dang it!
Never mind, we're taking that off. We swim where the crimson eye cannot see. We swim where you long to be. The glass calls to you. It always calls to you. I'm gonna pull away from that. I don't want to see or hear that. I snatch my hand back from the terminal, expecting the worst. But there is no other message, no sound, but static. A sea of glass, boundaries melting. So yeah, I had my my voice set for the live stream, and I reset my my voice changer. So yeah, now I'm Alvin and the Chipmunks. Great, thank you for that. So we learned how to make an elixir of glass. So now our next objective is to create the elixir. After we got to our shelter. So go into your inventory, and now think of these elixirs as your batteries, because remember, we have an anomaly suppressor, but the only thing that fixes it or refills it is your elixir of glass. So we need to make those. So let's pop, we can make 3 of them. So if you're in your inventory and you want to make more than one item, you'll notice I'm in my build menu, and if you hit left and right bumper or R1 and L1, if you're on PlayStation, it will go from build 1 to 3. So I can build 3 of them at once. There we are. So if I take this and drop it in here, I refilled it to 100%. So now I'm good. I needed 1. We're good. So we need to get some chromatic metal going. We have gold. We have silver. We have tritium. We're going to need some ferrite dust. Remember, we need to get pure ferrite, dihydrogen jelly. We're going to need a hermetic seal and metal plating. So let's make a metal plating. We can do that. We have some chromatic metal cooking in here because we got our cadmium from earlier. And we're good. We're at 100. Let's put in our 57. That way we can make our pure ferrite. And we do need to make a hermetic seal, but we have a repair kit, so we don't need to. We'll use our repair kit to make the more advanced item. Created your own elixir. So now we have that reward. Let's grab that. Prepackaged advanced mining beam. Let's install that. That way we have our advanced mining beam. We also have the teleport receiver for our ship. Let's move that out of the way. Let's put some of this in our ship. That we can get it out of our way. There we are. Now we can take out some of these. So we need to take out these squids because they give us the qualia we need. We all drank the water. Oh, great. That's awesome. I don't want to hear that. So we do need the qualia. Let's look around here. We are at an abandoned building. So if you are at an abandoned building, you can farm up these eggs if you'd like. I'm not too worried about it. So let's grab that. Damaged container. We don't need it. Another Gek relic. So let's grab some pure ferrite. Now we have pure ferrite. We're good to go. Let's scan this and get our secondary. Sodium, I'll take that. There we go. We need to get these guys because they'll give us qualia. And your next milestone is to exercise the boundary. We need to kill these horrors, the boundary horrors. We've killed 7 out of 16. We need to kill 16 of them. And ultimately, you need to kill more than 16. So, do not feel bad about attacking these guys. You need to do it in order to progress the expedition. You will not find us in the glass. Okay, great. But yeah, we need to kill a whole bunch of those guys. That's why we're doing this. Let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. We are up to 12. We just need 4 more. And we'll get our 16. Let's grab some materials while we're here. Oh, wait a minute. We'll do that. There we go. We got our 16. So you can keep killing more of them if you want to. We don't need that much right now. We can kind of chill out for a minute. And instead, let's grab some more materials. We have to get our ferrite dust. You can also look around for some condensed carbon if you want to. And let's grab the dihydrogen. We're going to need a lot of this for later on as well. So make sure you get some dihydrogen. You will not find us in the glass. We just keep having messages popping up on our screen. Freaking me out. There we go. Getting our ferrite dust. Alright, I think we're okay. I think we're set now. Yes, look at it spinning even faster now. You get dizzy looking up at the sky. The boundary is failing. So we are losing. We're about halfway now. So now you see there's purple markers on them. Now they're attacking. I'm at about halfway on my protection. So that's when they start attacking you. Just keep in mind. They're not like super strong, but there's a lot of them and they will just keep appearing. Like you cannot get rid of them. If you could sit here for the next hour and just keep killing them and they'll just keep reappearing. They never go away. So let's get in my ship. You cannot run from this. You cannot hide in the stars forever. The voice hisses through my starship system, a static snarl that sends shivers down my spine. I wait, but it does not speak again. We're going to disconnect our communicator. I unplug the starship communicator, but it feels futile. These messages are not broadcast on any normal frequency. So now we need to fix our ship. So let's do that. We've made our pure ferrite. We have a jelly. We have a metal plating, but we don't have our hermetic seal. Instead, we're going to use the repair kit that we have already in our ship. You should already have one. So if you want to use a repair kit, it's going to be X on Xbox or Square on PlayStation. And if you're playing on PC, it's going to be E. So press E if you're on PC. There we go. So now our ship is ready to go. Let's get the heck out of here. Now you'll notice in your ship in a building, you don't recharge your anomaly protection, but if you leave the atmosphere and go into space, look at my bar over on the left-hand side. It is now full. So you only refill your sanity, your anomaly protection, when you leave a planet and go into space. You should be full now. So we've done that. We've left the planet. We're going to get a prepackaged cloaking device, a powerful scanning upgrade, and a supreme jetpack upgrade as well. So let's install those real fast. We have our cloaking device. This is really good. They won't be able to see you if you have this on, so I highly, highly recommend you use that. In case you get into trouble, you can just cloak yourself and hide from them. And then we have our jetpack. Put that in here. And because I'm weird, I have to organize all my stuff. There we go. This is fuel. And I like how they give you a warp cell for your hyperdrive. We do not get a hyperdrive at all in the entire expedition. So if you want to, you can either sell this, get rid of it, whatever. But you cannot use this. It will not be useful. If you need room, get rid of that. It will basically just slow you down. Let's read. So, and our next one is killing the 16 of those squids. We already got that. So now we have a new product, the Elixir of Blood. So, I will say right off the bat, I made the mistake of making multiples of these, the Elixir of Blood. You do not need multiples. Every system is a different blood. So, you're going to be making one for each system. Don't worry about making a whole bunch of these. So, don't do what I did. I made, I think, like 10 of these, and I realized I only needed one. So, don't make a whole bunch. You only need one. One per system, because this one, you'll notice it has a symbol on it. It is the weird, like, stop sign glyph. That's why. They're all, each blood type, each blood elixir is for each system you go to. So we left the system, where we left the planet, we need to prepare the elixir of blood. But in order to make it, we're going to need pugnium and mordite. So what you can do is, if you want to, go right back down to the planet and attack some sentinels and some animals. But I'm going to head over here to this planet. Oh, get out of the atmosphere. Come on. You can, if you want to, go to the space station. Let's go to the space station. Because you can buy all kinds of cool materials at the space station. Again, you don't need any of this stuff. You can sell your warp cell. You do not need to build anything. You can, if you want to, you can go to the space anomaly and you can use your salvage data to buy stuff if you want to build a base. But you don't have to. It's not a requirement. You don't need to for any of the milestones. So if you want to, like what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of all this salvage data because it's just going to sit in my inventory. I'm not going to use it for anything. And I might as well get some money out of it, right? So all of the space stations are normal. You can go in here. You can buy any upgrade you want. All the aliens are here. It's not like abandoned or anything. So you don't have to worry about, oh, you can't go in here, or oh, it's wrong. Nope. It's all good. So let's head in here. Maybe we can find some materials we need. Again, we need mordite and we need pugnium. You're not going to find mordite at a space station. You might find some pugnium, but not mordite. So let's sell our like Gek relic. We don't need that. Storm crystals. Remember, let me show you. We are going to need storm crystals in the phase 2. However, these only count when you pick them up off the ground. If you find them in a box or if you find them randomly or you buy them, it will not count. You will not earn, quote unquote, your 5 storm crystals. You have to collect them from the ground. You have to go to a planet that has storm crystals. So you don't have to worry about selling that one. If you want to, do it. I'm going to sell mine. Let's sell that. Sell all my salvage data. And we're good. So now we can buy some stuff. Now that we have material or we have money, let's buy some ferrite dust. Let's buy some cobalt. We're going to need that later on. Let's buy some jellies because we're going to need some dihydrogen later on. We're going to need some tritium. Let's put that in our ship. And I think that's it for everything we need in here. You can buy aronium and turn this into silver if you want to. So I'm going to buy 2. So we're going to take that aronium and put that in our backpack refiner, and we just got 500 silver. Easy peasy. We're going to take the dihydrogen jellies. We're going to refine those because they give you dihydrogen. We're going to need that later on. But we did not find any chromatic metal, and we did not find any pugnium. Let's talk to some of these pilots to see if we can get some pugnium. I mean, the easiest way to get pugnium is to shoot and kill sentinels. They will give you pugnium. However, I don't want to deal with that yet. So I'd rather come in here and get, it's like, oh, we can get some copper. I'll take that. We'll take some silver. Pure ferrite. Okay, you know what? I'll take some of that. We're going to need that later. But nothing else really. Yep, nothing. So that's finished. Take that out. And then we're going to put in the copper because we're going to make chromatic metal out of the copper. Let's see what you got in here. You got any pugnium? No pugnium. He has gold though. We'll take some gold. Dihydrogen jellies, ferrite dust, cobalt. We'll take that. We might need some wiring loom. I think we need a couple of these, so we'll take 5. And that's about it. All right, we're good. Put that in our suit or our ship. All right, we're gonna make some ammo because we're gonna have to go kill some of those squids. So let's do that. 5,000 should be good. All right, we're gonna check with this pilot. If he doesn't have any pugnium, we gotta go down and farm it up ourselves. So, what do you got for me, man? He has some copper. I'll take copper. He has some silver. I'll take some silver. And that's it. Well, thank you. All right, we have to go get our own. So let's head down to a planet. We have to kill some sentinels and we have to kill some animals in order to get our awesome pugnium and mordite. Another way, if you don't have a lot of money, another way to get a lot of gold and silver and tritium is just go through an asteroid field like this and just shoot all the asteroids. You will just get a whole bunch of tritium hyperclusters. You'll get a whole bunch of gold, all that stuff. It's absolutely free. It just takes you a little bit of time to get it done. So if you don't have a lot of money, or if you don't want to spend the money on it on a space station, understandable. Farm up some asteroids and you'll get plenty. If you do this for a while, you'll get plenty of it. So we got, boom, got some gold, got some tritium. That'll be good for our launch or our pulse drive. All right, let's go down here. This is a star bulb and it has high sentinel activity. So we'll be able to get some sentinel kills. And also, let's see if we can... Now, I will say it feels kind of bummerish to kill the sentinel or animals, but the fastest way to get mordite is to kill sentinels or kill animals. However, if you don't want to go that route, accidentally run into a planetary archive like this, because they will sell you mordite. Technically, they'll sell you Fecium at a planetary archive or a trading outpost. A trading outpost will do the same thing. These pilots will have random items, and sometimes, a lot of times, they'll have Fecium. So if you can find a planetary archive like this one, I am currently at plus 6.91 and plus 15.22 on your coordinates. If you want to look for it, there you go. 6.91 and, or plus 6.91 and plus 15.22. This is where the planetary archive is that I'm at. Let's talk to this guy. Do you have any Fecium for me? He has no, but he has pugnium. We'll take that. He has gold. We can always take his gold. We can take silver as well, because we're going to need all that stuff, but we don't have any mordite or Fecium. You're looking for Fecium. Fecium is what you can use to turn into mordite. I don't see anybody else here. I'm just looking at all the landing pads just in case. Nothing. All right. Oh no, there's a guy down here. Look at all these bubbles everywhere. Holy cow. Let's see what you got. You have, oh, he has Fecium and he has Pugnium. So buy the Fecium, because if you take the Fecium and you put it in your refiner, let me grab it and show you. Fecium turns, 3 Fecium turn into 2 Mordite. So I have 196, it'll turn into 130. So you lose a little bit in the conversion, but you can get a whole bunch of Mordite by doing that. And you don't have to kill a single animal. Embrace the world of glass. All right. But yeah, you don't have to kill any animals because you're buying the Fecium. Now, if you want to go about it the easy or the more caring way, if you feed animals, they will poop out Fecium. And you pick up the Fecium and you can turn it into this. However, it is a long process because you got to feed them. You got to wait for them to walk around just like any other, like a dog in real life. You got to wait for them to kind of move over to, you know, let the food kind of gestate. And then you'll get it. And it's like, oh, God, come on now. But we're doing this. We're getting some some Mordite. And I'm not killing any animals. So I'm having a good run through. I think you just landed. You did. Let's see what you got. Now, remember, all of these pilots are randomized. It's not going to be a particular ship or a particular pilot that's going to have it. They're all going to be different no matter what. Get some more Pugnium. So if you notice that one pilot has it, it doesn't mean they always will. They will randomize and they will randomly have different ones. There we go. We got some good Mordite here. So let's make our blood. There we are. 15 Mordite, 15 Pugnium, and 20 gold. Keep in mind, we're going to need to do this for every system, but you only need to make 1 blood. This blood only works in this system, so you don't need to make a whole bunch of it. Now I need to drink the elixir. Great, let's drink it. Consume it. Let the breach flow through you. So we drink our blood. Now we have the elixir of Quicksilver. The liquid silvered surface forms a perfect mirror. Your own face reflected back as you examine it. But the more you stare, the less perfect the mirror becomes. The face in the image moves. It blinks. There we are. So we need chromatic metal, pure ferrite, and silver. That's why we've been buying that this entire time, because we're going to need all these materials. So let's make one of those, the elixir of Quicksilver. And speaking of that, the elixir of glass, let's make some of these. We're going to need a whole bunch of those, so let's do that. Boom. Come find us. Come drink with us. All right. Well, we have our reward for making our elixir of blood and drinking it. I received a mysterious message. And now we need to prepare the elixir of Quicksilver. We did that. I think we need to fire it off. So let's consume it. Let's drink the Quicksilver. And it should mark the location of a portal for us. There it is. So now we know where the portal is. We can get the heck out of here. But before we do, I want to get as much Fecium as we possibly can and as much Pugnium as we possibly can, because we're going to need that for later on. Buy all of his Pugnium. Anybody else have Fecium? We're going to need a lot of Fecium. Where are you at? More Pugnium. I think we're good on that. Let's get some gold while we're here. There we go. Up. Boundary strength is falling. We're about halfway, so now the squids are going to start attacking me. Let's talk to this guy. What do you got? It's Pugnium. That's it. Nobody has Fecium. Why don't you have Fecium? The other thing we can do is we can check the store, the terminal here. But again, at a terminal, they're probably not going to sell you Fecium or Mordite or anything like that. So we have ferrite dust, metal plating, silver, magnetized ferrite. Let's buy some of that. We're going to need that for later. Silver, always need that. Yeah, that's about it. Nothing else really. Cobalt, we'll take that. So nothing else really. I mean, we can talk to the technology merchant over here. Technology merchant, because they'll have upgrade materials, and sometimes they'll have good stuff like nothing really. So, if you can find magnetic resonators, do that. We're going to need that for later on. But, if you don't find it, it's okay. We'll make it. Not a big deal. But if you can, there you go. Oh, we have another ship just landed. There you are. 16. Let's do this. And yeah, he has gold and he has pugnium, but he does not have any Fecium. Come on. Why does nobody have Fecium here? I bought up all the Fecium. Yeah, seriously. Did I buy all the Fecium? I think I might have, because nobody's here. Let's make sure we're all good. Put that in my ship. Put that in my ship. All the stuff we don't need right now, we're going to put it on our ship. We don't need any more pugnium. We have 1,000 pugnium. I think we're okay. Mordite, we have 217. I want some more. But I don't think we're going to get any more. Everyone else took off. So again, you can just go around and kill some animals and they will give you some Mordite. So if we go out here, if you need to, if you can't find a planetary archive or you don't have any money, look at this guy's angry, so it's totally in self-defense. Totally in self-defense. Oh, and sentinels are here. Great. We have that. I'm not going to kill a Gek. I'm not going to kill a Gek. Instead, what I'm going to do is get the condensed carbon over here. We're going to need this. Look at these squids are getting me. Killed a couple of sentinels, but we need to go. Oh, look at this guy. This little cat. Get out of here. All right. Now we got to be careful. So we have the squids attacking us. We have animals attacking us. We're going to you get messed up real fast because everything's coming at you. So let's go. Let's get the heck out of here. And yeah, look at that. It's spinning so fast. Let's talk to this guy. Do you have any Fecium, please? Where are you at? There you are. You have Fecium on you? Come on. I know you got some Fecium, right? You have pugnium and gamma root. We have silver. I'll take that. All right, I don't think we're going to find anything more here, so let's just go. Let's go. Move on. Let's move on. So we marked the portal. Let's go to that portal. It's over here. We've arrived in an hour. Let's go out of the atmosphere. Let's reset our anomaly protection by leaving the atmosphere. And there you go. Leave the atmosphere. It's at 100% now. Let's go over here. Oh, we have our reward for using our elixir. Prepackaged pulse spitter unit and prepackaged combat scope and inventory slots time 2. So, because this is a very heavily combat focused expedition, I would highly recommend you use the pulse spitter. I know you start out with upgrades for your bolt caster, but pulse spitter in the long run, this pulse spitter will be better, and as we progress through the different phases, they will give you upgrades for the pulse spitter. So let's just take these. We're going to destroy. We're replacing our bolt caster with the pulse spitter. And look at all this crap we have in here we can sell. Ooh, wait a minute. We have... This needs to go on our ship. We have some glass. Let's see what we got. 1, 2. We got that. But we also got a exosuit upgrade, so we can hopefully get some more protection here. We got solar panel, life support, sprint, and fuel efficiency. That's pretty good. So now we need another one of the blood. So only make the blood when they tell you to. Again, this blood is only good for this system. It's not good for any other system. So let's make one more blood since they're telling us to. Again, Mordite, Pugnium Gold. Because we need the blood for the portal. In order to activate the portal, we need the blood ready to go. So I think we're okay here. All right. Let's go over here to the portal. The boundary wall. The portal shimmers as I look at it, never quite resting long enough for my eyes to process it fully. I must focus. I wonder, is the portal a doorway or a seal? A passage or a cage? The elixir of blood opened a way to communicate across the boundary. Will it be the key here too? Yes, let's offer the blood. I dab some of the elixir across the plinth. The stone seems to shiver in response before a voice calls out, resonating from deep within the rock. I followed them. I had to. You have to. We all would. That's why we're here, after all. To discover, to see, to explore. And now it is too late. We will see you soon. Forgive me. I'm going to open the gateway. We know what you seek, Anomaly. And that's it. So we dab the blood on there. Now the portal, it usually is blue. Portal is purple now. The color of the Void Mother. So we might be dealing with the Void Mother. That's great. So we need to enter the portal. The boundary awaits you. So, keep in mind again, you don't need to make a whole bunch of blood, just a little bit for the portals, and that's it. And now we are going into a different reality, you guys. And this is where it kind of gets interesting. Because we need to reinitialize. Look at this. Reinitialize reality. We need to turn reality back on. Every time you teleport, it takes you to a different reality. This is such a an amazing expedition. I really like the creativity, the whole story behind this expedition is really, really cool. The fact that it is a 2-week Halloween type expedition is even cooler. I really, really enjoy this expedition, you guys. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying it like I am. This is going to be the end of phase 1. We just finished phase 1. Now we're going into phase 2. But again, remember, everything in phase 2 is probably going to be right here in this system. Because they have hard, control over where you go, they kind of have to take you to where you, quote-unquote, need to go in order to get everything you need to get. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. So we've reset. We're good. We've breached the portal network. And so our reward for finishing for phase 1 is we get all the portal glyphs, advanced habitation module, and base computer. So now we can make our own base. We have a whole bunch of different base pieces we can get. And we got all of the glyphs. So from now on, if you find a portal, all you have to do is come over here to the portal. And you have to activate it. That's it. Traveler capture loop enabled. Anomaly event contained. The portal seems to beg me as I approach, demanding my attention. It requires me to activate it. It requires me to travel on. I am unsure if I should listen. Let's activate this portal. So now I can go. If I have any of the glyphs that I need, if I know where I need to go, all you gotta do is pop them in here. All you gotta do is do that. So if you know a planet that you need to get back to, pop in those glyphs and you're good to go. So keep that in mind. If you need to go anywhere, there you go. Right there. But we are done here. Let's go in here. So we've done phase 1. Now we're going to get our boundary anomaly posters, all that kind of stuff. And now we're on to phase 2, where we need to approach the boundary limit. We're going to need to excavate ancient bones. But remember, there's going to be ancient bones on this planet. Already, see, we already have the ancient bones here. We need to collect storm crystals. Again, there's another planet. There's, I think, 2 planets in the system that will have your storm crystals. We've already tunneled underground, and then we just need to get to the second portal. So it's going to be very, very easy and fast. Hopefully you guys had awesome, had fun with this episode. If you did, hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next episode.